You're listening to AI Engaged, practical AI insights for business. Each episode breaks down what's new, what it means, and what to watch next. Let's get into today's insight.
Here's the problem. Every week there's a new AI demo, a shiny dashboard, or a vendor promising magical ROI. You don't have time to test them all, and you can't afford the wrong decision. In the next 12 minutes, I'll give you a 2-minute AI audit, a tight, repeatable checklist you can run on any AI tool or vendor to decide quickly whether it fits your business, what to test first, and what to avoid.
Why this matters. Teams buy on demos, not reality. Overpromises meet integration surprises. Unclear metrics deliver no business value, and projects stall. A fast audit keeps decisions proportionate to risk and resource. It's not a deep technical review. It's a triage tool to help you shortlist sensible pilots rather than chase every bright shiny object.
The audit covers 6 quick checks. For each one, I'll give you the business question to ask and a 60-second or 2-minute test you can run during a demo or trial. Ready? Let's start with Step 1, Capability Fit.
Step 1, Capability Fit. Business question, does this tool actually solve the job we need done? Too many vendors show impressive demos that don't match your customer flows. The 60-second test. Give the tool a real task from your day, not a contrived example. If you're testing a lead enrichment API, feed one of your own leads or a realistic mock lead and see the exact fields returned, the latency, and any confidence or provenance data the model supplies. If it can't do your basic task in a minute or two, it's unlikely to deliver at scale.
Watch for red flags, vague accuracy claims, no provenance, or examples scripted to look perfect. If the vendor only shows polished examples but can't run a live use case from your stack, push back or move on.
Step 2, Data and Privacy. Business question. What data does the tool need? Where does it go? And who owns it? Quick checks. Ask about data residency, retention periods, PII handling, and whether data is used to train models. In a minute, you can confirm whether production data will leave your environment, whether the vendor supports on-prem or private cloud options, and whether they offer contracts that limit training usage.
A practical test. Give them a sample row with realistic PII masked and ask how they would store and process it. Then ask them to describe the audit logs and access controls. If their answers are non-specific, or they keep saying, "We anonymize it" without detail, treat that as a caution sign. Data risk is the single fastest way a small project becomes a major compliance headache.
Step 3, Integration Lift. Business question, how much engineering time and brittle glue will this add? Vendors love demo integrations. You need concrete answers on APIs, webhooks, SDKs, and pre-built connectors for your CRM or platform.
2-minute test. Ask for an architecture sketch. Where do webhooks fire? What data maps to CRM fields? What retrial logic exists? And what happens on error? If they can't show sample API calls or explain rate limits and batching, estimate the engineering days required and compare to the expected benefit. Long, fiddly integrations are often where costs balloon.
Step 4, Measurable Outcomes. Business question, what metric will prove success? Too many pilots chase vanity metrics. Pick one business metric, conversion left, time saved, handle time reduction, or cost per qualified lead, and set a short pilot threshold.
Quick test. Ask the vendor what metric they recommend and why. Then ask how you'll instrument it in your stack. If the vendor defaults to usage counts or engagement minutes, push for revenue-aligned or efficiency metrics. Choose a realistic success threshold and a short pilot window, usually 2 to 6 weeks, so you can decide fast.
Step 5, Failure Modes and Observability. Business question, when the AI is wrong, how will we detect and recover? Ask about monitoring hooks, confidence scores, fallback logic and rollback options.
60-second checks. Request examples of typical hallucinations or error states and ask them to show logs or dashboards that surface those issues. Confirm they provide webhooks or events for each decision so you can audit and build alerts. If the vendor glosses over failure modes, that's a warning. Every AI system fails sometimes. You need to plan for it.
Step 6. Commercial terms and exit costs. Business question. How easy is it to leave? Ask about pricing models, rate limits, data ownership, and export formats.
2-minute test. Have them detail costs at your expected volume, including overage, and ask how you'd get a full data export if you stopped the service. Beware of opaque enterprise bundles and long minimum terms that lock you in before you confirm value.
Now, 3 real-world examples so you can see how the audit changes decisions. Example 1. Lead enrichment for a B2B sales team. Capability fit check reveals the vendor only enriches public company leads, not SMBs. That single check saves you from a bad purchase. Example 2. Website chatbot. The data and failure road steps expose that the chatbot leaks session data to a shared training corpus, so legal and privacy teams stop the rollout until terms change. Example 3. Voice appointment agent. Integration lift shows the agent can't update your booking system reliably, so you either choose a different vendor or budget for an integration spike.
Risks and limitations. This audit is a triage tool. It won't replace deep security audits, performance stress tests, or organisational readiness checks. It can give false confidence if you skip the pilot phase or ignore cultural factors like staff training and process change. Use it to prioritise pilots, not to greenlight enterprise rollouts without verification.
Recap. 3 quick takeaways. 1. Test a real task from your business during demos to validate capability fit. 2. Confirm data handling and integration details up front to avoid hidden costs. 3. Pick one business metric, set a short pilot threshold, and build simple observability for failures.
One practical next consideration. For any vendor you're evaluating this week, which single customer workflow will you run through this audit on? Choose that workflow now and run the 6 checks during the next demo. That one action will save time and reduce noisy follow-ups.
If you want AI tools you can actually use in your business, explore our subscriptions at ai-engaged.com. Thanks for listening to AI Engaged. See you in the next episode. Make AI practical.
Thanks for listening to AI Engaged. If you want AI tools you can actually use in your business, explore our subscriptions at ai-engaged.com. See you in the next episode.